Hi, I'm Jan Nichols with my guest, the excessively talented Guy Sanville, actor, director, writer, and the artistic director at the Purple Rose Theater in Chelsea, Michigan. In addition to a long list of acting credits in theater, stage, and film, Guy has also directed numerous productions at the Purple Rose and other theaters, including the off-Broadway premiere of Rain Dance at the Signature Theater in New York City. Join us for a fascinating conversation about the world of acting and actors whose ability to make believe informs and illuminates the reality we create. Guy, welcome.
Thank you.
What about you as a child? Were there any early indicators that you would grow up to be an actor?
Yes. Yes, I loved pretending. And, you know, I didn't know that I would be an actor so much, but I always thought I was, you know, I knew at a very early age what a director was. And when I would get together with my friends and we'd play, you know, Army or Cowboys or, you know, whatever, I was always the guy who kept the story going.
All right.
And that's kind of what directors do. I mean, one of the things. And so I always knew that I would be in show business.
Okay.
And since about the fourth grade, since I was about 9 or 10 years old.
When did you said that you knew you wanted to be an actor when you were in the fourth grade, but what people or events beyond your natural inclination influenced you? Was there a particular actor in film or a person closer to you that influenced you in that direction?
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, I'm 53 years old and I grew up with television.
Okay, yeah.
And there's a photo of me in my office. I'm about 3 years old, leaning against the television. It was so I vividly remember Roy Rogers and Dale Evans. And when I was, oh gosh, it was a show, and I have every episode. It was a great show called Combat, and there was a guy named Vic Morrow.
Yes.
A really great actor. Who died tragically a few years ago, and I wanted to be him when I was young. I never missed an episode.
What was it about him or his performance that got your attention?
He was just cool. He was just really cool and very serious. And I could tell at that age, he was very truthful. I mean, the rest of the guys, it was kind of the cusp between the old Hollywood way of acting and the Brando guys that came. You know, the rest of the guys still had their little bit of that Hollywood accent and a little bit of that studio mannerisms, and he was just a real guy, you know, somebody that you could relate to. And even at that age, I think I kind of knew that.
Okay.
So.
Well, that prompts the next question. What did you do to prepare yourself to be an actor? Where did you go to study, and what method did you embrace?
Well, when I was a junior in high school, I got kicked off the baseball team. And I got in an argument with my coach, and I had nothing to do. And I was walking through the school after school one day, and they were casting the school play. And there was a girl that I was interested in who was standing on the stage. So I walked into the auditorium, and she said, "You're here to read, right?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." And I read for the play, and I got the part, and then I was hooked. And then I started doing the community theater. And at that time, I still thought I was going to be a policeman. I thought that was what I was going to do.
Is that right?
Yeah, and that didn't happen. But I just started working. I mean, I was 20, you know, I was 23 years old, and I looked a lot older. And so I got cast a lot, and I worked with a lot of great directors, and I took classes where I could. I don't have a degree in this. My degrees are my union cards, I guess, but you know, Jeff and I are the only two guys in the building that don't have some kind of, you know, advanced degree. And I would like to get one.
And when you say Jeff, by the way, he means Jeff Daniels?
Yes.
Okay. And
yes.
The actor and founder?
Founder and executive director, and we all, you know, are honored to work in service of his vision. I'm the kind of person who learns about something by doing it. I come to understand a thing by by doing it, and that's, I guess I'm kind of self-educated that way.
Let me change gears just for a moment. We've said that you're the artistic director at the Purple Rose. What exactly does an artistic director do?
Well, I'm responsible for making the product. I don't like that word, but I'm responsible for the artistic side of the ledger, and Alan Ryvan, our managing director, runs the business side. So I produce the shows. I hire all the actors and designers. I direct 3 shows a year. I'm responsible. A very key component of our mission is that we develop our own talent. Everybody here is somebody's project, and I'm responsible for for that. Choosing the plays, developing the plays, anything that has to do with the artistic side is my responsibility.
That raises a question. I've always been curious about how you decide what plays will be produced, and is that decision made in tandem with how you'll attract an audience? So is it purely an artistic decision, or are you looking at the business side as well?
Both, I mean, I make the suggestions, and this is Jeff's theater. Ultimately, he has to sign off on it, and Alan and I talk about it a lot. So the 3 of us kind of have to agree. You know, it depends. I mean, you're always trying to see 2, 3 years ahead what's happening. For example, in 2000, we were getting ready to move into a new building, and there was a new administration coming, and we expected things to take a turn for the worse. We expected and it pretty much played out. Worse than I had anticipated, frankly, but so we thought, okay, we're going to take a more populist approach for the next few years. We want to get as many people in here as possible and still, honor our mission.
So you're assuming you'll get less and less support through funding?
Well, we knew that the economy was going to get bad and people were going to have less discretionary income, and that's just what happened. So, we get between 35 and 40,000 people a year through here. So we want to, I mean, we're a successful enterprise because people come and see our plays.
What about you? What's something that you haven't done professionally that you want to do?
I want to direct a feature-length motion picture. I want to move a Purple Rose play. I want to do this more than I want to direct a feature-length picture. I want to direct, I wanted to move a Purple Rose play to New York so we could get beat up there. I want to keep doing what I'm doing. I want to be artistic director for the Purple Rose for another 10 years. And that's what I want to do. I can work this hard for 10 more years, and then maybe I'll slow down a little bit, but I'm never going to retire. I just want to keep doing it. I just want to be allowed to keep doing it, and I want to keep doing it with these people.
For more information about this episode and other programs in the series, we invite you to visit us on the World Wide Web at conversationswithcreativeminds.com.